to another live stream. I've been telling people, as you guys can see from the title, it says addressing what had happened in 2023. I've honestly been holding off on talking about this because it has affected my mental health and my health. Um, but it is what it is. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here, address what had happened because a lot of people have been asking, like, oh, what happened with this person and what happened with that person. And honestly, I don't want to talk like, about it when like new people are around, or like in general. Plus, I wasn't really ready to talk about it at the time. Also, I'm sorry for lighting. I'm in my basement right now because loud copyrights upstairs. Anyways, yeah, so if you're under the age of 15, I would advise you to get the hell out of the stream. Hi, Tristan. Um, yeah, so if you're under the age of 15, this is not a family friendly stream. I can just tell you that right now. There will be a lot of information out on top of information that was sent to me and screenshots and everything, you know. So pretty much. Anyways, yeah, I know you're 22, Tristan. Anyways, yeah, so you guys can ask me anything if you were involved or you're not involved. You guys can still ask questions. I honestly will answer them if I want to answer them. I honestly don't care. But to address what the fuck happened back in, you know, back in 2023, I was doing a live stream with my quote so-called friends. Not friends anymore. Never was friends after that, let's put it that way. Nikos has been here for a while. I'm sure he knows who the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, so before I mention names and stuff, let me just clear like what the beginning of how the fuck this happened. So let's start from the beginning, I guess. Like exactly from the beginning. So around this time I was dealing, I believe, actually, let me check on my phone before I say something stupid and it doesn't line up with the fucking timeline. Give me 1 second. I think this is around the time. Like I said, I need to look through. Hold on, is this the time? I honestly don't even know if this was the time when my dad was in the hospital. Honestly, I don't even remember. Okay, no, that was 2022. Okay, so yeah, so okay. Actually, let's really just start from there and then go to 2023 because I'm sure that will line the pieces up anyways. So 2022, my dad had a heart attack and he had also had a triple bypass. He was diagnosed in the hospital with AFib as well. No, there's no Fortnite stream today. I posted that on my community tab. If you didn't see it, like I said, I don't know. Anyways, if you're under the age of 15, like I said, get out of the stream because this is not a family-friendly stream. Just want to put that out there again for people that are still here. But anyways, you know, anyways, like I was saying, so my dad was in the hospital for that. So I was going through a really tough time adjusting to that. And then I think sometime, I don't remember if it was before or after the fact that this drama had occurred. I mean, if you're 13, you can stay if you want to. I mean, I don't know if you want to hear cursing or not. That's up to you. Like I said, up to you. I'm not kicking anybody out. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But, anyways, back to what I was saying. So, basically, what I was trying to say is that I don't recall if this was after or before, but this did occur in 2023. I ended up going, oh, yeah, I think it was before because I was still talking to those people. Okay, so I ended up going like after the whole entire fact that my dad had gotten better, yada, 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 and discharged and gotten surgery to fix the triple bypass and the AFib and whatever. And, you know, I think a year had went by or something like that, or the new year or something like that. I ended up taking a trip to New York City. I ended up taking a trip to New York City, and then this is when my personal life, which you also were asking me about a lot about Rashad, and Rashad had gotten evicted from his apartment because he was hanging around with like drug addicts and people that take advantage of other people, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's kind of when things took a toll and, and whatever. Who's Rashad? I'll get to that in a minute. Well, not in a minute. I'll get to that when 2024. Well, yeah, current day, let's put it that way. But for the people that's been here, they know who Rashad is. Rashad has been on my channel for 7 years or something. I don't know. Something like that. And so, pretty much. So, but like I said, let's get back to the storyline here because, like I said, I want to get it off my chest. I don't want to have people keep asking me, like, oh, what the fuck happened between you and blah, 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 blah. Okay. But, anyways, back to what I was saying. So, this was around the time when I went to New York, like I said. I came back. Rashad had gotten a quote warning for his quote eviction notice. Rashad, at the time, I wouldn't say now, but I mean, we'll get to that when we get to that. But at the time, he was a drug addict, he was an alcoholic, he was just really involved in that life. And, and I was like, okay, this, that, and the other and shit, whatever. Okay, I didn't really think too much of it. And then next thing you know, he gets, evicted, I think, like I believe in October. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, give me a second. I don't honestly remember what year this was. And I honestly do need to know what year this was so I can put it together. I mean, I put the other stuff together, the ones that I was really actually talking about that I had evidence for, but I think it was 2023. Something like that. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So yeah, my uncle. Okay, so yeah. Okay. So yeah, pretty much Rashad had gotten evicted. He was homeless. Me and my dumbass, being a good fucking person that I am, stayed on the streets with him, just to make sure he was safe and healthy and whatever, because he also got his phone stolen by those dumbass motherfuckers. So, and then while that was all going on, we were waiting for him to get into the shelter and the winter shelter and whatever, you know what I mean? And and then, and then I'm trying to remember exactly what timeline, like before this crap happened or during what was happening with this whole fucking shit. And then shit, I'm trying to remember. God. It's so hard to remember what the fuck happened, honestly, but like it's really important to piece everything together before I even talk about the other drama crap that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so he got evicted. He was on the street. I was with him. He got into the winter shelter eventually. He eventually ended up at the group home, where he's at now, which is great, but it's not the point. So I think and then the new year happened. Again, I think this was the beginning of 2024. I think the word is I think it was the beginning of 2024. The beginning of 2024 is when shit had happened, with my uncle. And I have mentioned my uncle many times on this channel. I don't know if you guys have been here, if you guys haven't been here, but yeah, I've mentioned my uncle many, many times before too. And he ended up having chest pain and he couldn't breathe, and he ended up in the ER. And then he was told that he I forget what he had, but he had something that he needed to get surgery for. And it was obviously heart related again, unfortunately. And I'm connecting the dots because it'll eventually get to about me and my health. I'm sure you guys can make a wild guess as to what the fuck I'm leading up to, but yeah, so, he had a heart condition, and then he, had to get surgery, and I was there for him as well, while also being there exhaustingly for Rashad. So, on top of the drama that occurred that I will get to in a minute, on top of that, again, excuse my dirty ass basement, but yeah, but yeah, on top of that, I had family issues, relationship issues, personal issues, and then to top it off, the bullshit that I had, happen. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But let's go back to the 2023, because I'm sure a lot of people wanted to know why the fuck I disappeared. Besides that, obviously, because that is very important, and also why it tied up as to why I left too, But I left YouTube personally. How did you? I left in 2023 personally without anybody knowing the details, because I will get into the details, like I said, in a minute. But in my personal opinion, I left in 2023 because I felt that I was suicidal. I don't even know if I can even say that word on YouTube. I felt like I was suicidal and I wanted to kill myself, and I was hurting personally, mentally, and physically, and I didn't know what to do with myself, honestly, to be honest. Like, I literally, like, you guys know, like, I just explained, like, I almost lost my dad. Like, I don't get along with my father, as a lot of people know on this channel. I don't get along with my dad at all. My dad is a very verbally abusive, narcissistic person. And even though, he is that person, at the end of the day, he's still my dad. And, I was going through that, and that was very painful for me to go through. And having to take care of him, while he was the person making like the money in the house, and all that, you know what I mean? And personally, it's just a lot, and I don't think anybody really understood like what I was going through. And if you do, thank you for being here and like supporting me still, because I personally, like I said, I didn't know what the fuck to do with myself, because I needed to take time for myself. And I've honestly 100% been very, like, now I've been very, like, healthy enough to, be here. But, along the way, I've been struggling. I mean, I disappeared over the summer too, honestly. But, we'll get to 2024 when we get to 2024. But like I said, I just wanted to put that out there, that I was going through a lot, and that, like I said, I didn't think anybody really understood where the fuck I was coming from, because the people that I was really, really close to for, I believe, 8 or 9 years or something, fucking like threw me under the bus, told me, like, not told me personally, but told other people, like, oh, I don't care if she kills herself, stuff like that. So, but we'll get there. Like I said, we'll get there when we get there, and I'll expose that. I'll probably mention names. I don't know if I will or will not mention names, but we'll get there when we get there. Like I said, and I just didn't know what to do with myself, and I personally just like I said, wanted to come on